In Buffalo, the Rush played one of the closest games in league history. In the end, they fell short in overtime. Now they face another East Coast foe on home turf, the New York Riptide.
I want us finishing, and I want fucking energy. Alert, finish, energy.
Here we go, pals! Starts on that opening face-off. There's a lot of good energy in here. Right? There's a lot of good energy in here. We play the way we have the last 2 weeks.
All right, everyone, boy, fucking right, T-Bone. Rush on 3. 1, 2, 3.
In this matchup, there was one player who firmly announced his presence: sophomore transition defender, Jake Boudreau.
And you can catch them in action this weekend, Saturday at SaskTel Center. Jake, thank you so much, and we'll be watching for you at the game.
Thank you, I'll be there.
Thank you.
One time for the hometown, I got love for it, this real. 2 times for the haters, man, 'cause I notice how this shit feel. 3 times for my family, dog, 'cause this shit done paid our bills. And I get 4 times my net worth from a year ago with no deals. Did it all by myself, I don't need nothing. Tried 100 songs, I'm a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you go back to the game against Buffalo and in talking with Jake, he would admit he wasn't his best, and you know, for him to rebound the way he did with 3 goals and pushing the pace in transition, and he had a couple of assists, I think just speaks to the character of the person he is. Very few players like Jake in the league, you know, and it's been a while since we've had one.
You know, I call him a stud on the floor, so if you give him a year, I think he could play offense in this league. He's that good, and obviously his defense speaks for himself. He's a vacuum on loose balls. He'll cause turnovers. He's kind of our do-it-all type of guy back there.
One time for the hometown, I got love for it.
From top to bottom, the Rush offense was locked in.
You know, we had a number of players score multiple goals, and we did a phenomenal job shooting the ball again.
One time for the hometown, I got love for it, that's real. 2 times for the haters, man, 'cause I notice how this shit feel. 3 times for my family, dog, 'cause this shit done paid our bills. And I get 4 times my net worth from a year ago with no deals.
One of those multi-goal scorers was towering 6'8" forward, Mike Triolo.
Get right, Churchy! That's what I'm talking about! Right, way to f***ing beat! That's the one, buddy! That's the one! No need for it! Shut the f*** up! There's no need for it! Send somebody then! Bring them down here! I'll take one of them and bring them down here then! And you're letting us hit hard up there, a-hole!
But in the fourth quarter, the Riptide showed life.
When it got hairy kind of in the fourth quarter and they started to mount their comeback, we had players step up and make plays, and so for us, scoring the goal that you know, that kept propelling us forward, and again, it was one of those nights where it felt like whoever had the ball last was going to win.
That's what I'm talking about, Cosby! Somebody toss!
All right, well,
I'll be there.
hey, some big performances tonight. Gutted it out. Frankie, obviously, clutch saves for us. Tree, Cause, and huge goals at the end, right? But I guess we got to give it to the guy who was here tonight. It was nice of him to be here. Lotioned up! Yeah! He was lotioned up! He was lotioned up and he was here! Yeah! He was here!
The opportunity to push yourself into the playoffs, that's a huge thing. Not every team has that in March. So looking ahead at 2 winnable games, you really do like where you're sitting.
Energy, enthusiasm, and positivity. 3 critical ingredients to strong team culture. These are all facets that Jake Boudreau brings in abundance.
Yeah, Jake's great. I mean, he's one of those guys who's just happy about life. You don't ever see him too negative.
Just as a person, he's even better guy. He's always laughing, always smiling, but when it comes to playing, he's definitely focused and he's determined to get the win. So he's one of a kind, as I say.
That one had a little more pace. Feeling loose this week. You need to be in good coaching shape. Run up and down the bench. Put the leg on the bench.
Couple hands to the rack.
Yeah. What the?
Couple forward lunges on the bench. Elevated.
Elevated forward lunge. Hold for 5. My stick is dialed. I traveled with it in the backpack, so that's a little extra love. 70 is back. H70 is not in last place in the bracket. Yeah, do you look who's first place in the bracket? Who is it?
I don't know, I don't look.
You didn't look? Who would you guess?
Probably me.
Still lots of time. That's impressive, Swirly Bird. Beller, you give me my $10 yet? I haven't got my $10 yet. Yeah. How did I cheat? No one invites you there because you don't pay people and you lose bets. Hit this one, Jimmy. Oh, look at that wobble. The fans planted it because they're rioting about the big move. The move to Ottawa. They're gonna storm the floor.
A key component to the Rush's success on the East Coast is former 4th overall draft pick Holden Garland, now recovered from emergency surgery earlier in the season.
In early morning shoot around, we were doing man up, man down, and I was standing in front of the net to kind of block a shot, and then I saw Ryan Keenan wind up and tried to get out of the way, but it caught my calf on the outer calf here, so didn't really think anything of it.
I remember laughing, saying, "Hey, you'll be all right," and he said, "Yeah, I'd be fine." And you know, he finished shoot around without too much issue, and showed up to the rink, was limping a little bit, and you know, kept assuring me things are going to get better, things are going to get better. And
tried to play that first quarter, and obviously my leg went numb after like 5 shifts, and something called compartment syndrome. So it's, I believe, when the muscle fills up with fluid and blood and it has nowhere to go, so it kind of just keeps swelling and swelling. So the team doctor there told us that it was time to go to the hospital and possibly get emergency surgery, and that's obviously what happened. So definitely a crazy injury that only happens 1 in a million, I'd say, because people block shots every day. So
it ended up being, I think, quite lucky that it happened and where it happened, and we had the medical staff we had to be able to treat him the way it was. And so we were originally told it would be an 8-week injury.
It's a crazy injury. Like, it was happened, could barely put any weight on it, and then a week later I'm walking without crutches. A week later I'm starting to jog. So it was kind of quick how everything happened. I ended up playing 6 weeks to the day of the surgery, so definitely a lot faster than I thought, and happy to be back and happy to have a few bye weeks there so I didn't miss too many games.
Hey, let's embrace the grind this weekend, eh? Yeah. We're built for this, right? But our sole focus is tonight, right now, right? 1 game, 1 shift at a time, just like it's been the last few weeks, right? We stick to that. Let's be sharp. They're gonna be hungry.
We worry about the white. We worry about it all night.
Now it looks like the ref is ready. Ball is down, and we are underway.
But yeah, that game, just from the get-go, I don't feel like we were playing our lacrosse. And
battle ensues in the neutral zone, and it'll be the New York Riptide with the opening possession. Intensity was sure to ramp up here. We saw it in warm-ups. There was a few words exchanged. Little spin move to the inside.
At half, the Rush fell behind 8-4.
I think as a coach, your job is to make sure you get everybody on track and everybody focused on a common goal, and then to go out and to execute it. And
hey, wake up, boys. Let's go here. We've got a lot of lacrosse left to be played. 30 minutes is an eternity. Let's get going at all aspects of our game, okay? We've got to be confident in ourselves, okay? That's the person you got to believe in the most. We have every single one of you in this room for a reason. We believe in you. Can we be way better than that?
Yeah.
Are we going to be way better than that? Don't wait around and don't worry about anything about your job. Do your job. We can do a hell of a lot better job running on and off the floor. We can be better boxing out. Okay? We can be better with our shooting details. We can be better on face-offs. Find a way to be better in every little aspect of the game and play for the guy next to you. And if you don't want to do it, don't walk through the door.
and he scores. As Jeff Teague bounces one home. Does it on the game clock in the Riptide. Happy to run this one out here.
That's really at the end of the day. Like, Tree, great job going in there and getting us some faceoffs. Yeah. We kept chipping away at it. We got it to one. We needed a stop. We just couldn't get there tonight. But tomorrow, hey, we got another opportunity. Okay? And this feeling, like, if you don't like it, let's correct it and get what we want tomorrow, because we don't have an easy task.
There was little time for reflection, as the Rush will catch the early morning flight on Sunday to Atlanta for a matinee meeting with the Georgia Swarm.
Like you go to New York, you play at 7:30, and then quick turnaround to eat something at around 11 p.m. and then you close your eyes for 2 hours and wake up for a 3:30 a.m. bus to go to Georgia and play them at 5:30. It was tough, something that none of us, I don't think, have experienced in the pros. And
how's your travel day going?
It's amazing. Bus is on time, plane's on time, boys are on time.
You get at Shake Shack today?
You don't want to know what I got.
Roll you in here.
48, back of the bird.
You go Shake Shack or what?
Yeah, you know, the Georgia New York trip again, not easy. I think would be putting it lightly.
This outfit on film.
When we were out, the other side never came back in at times. So when you think about our defense, if the ball goes to the left, if we're all supposed to move, we're supposed to move together.
To manage the tight turnaround, the Rush will lean on their defensive core. Containing the Swarm offense early is paramount.
You said you got some? Start on time. Downfall so far this year. Let's start on time. Have a good first half. Yep. Yeah. Here we go. D on three. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, we're good. Hey, do what? 96 when goes in. He's been sitting a long time. He's showing up every day to practice. Right? He's always energetic. He's bring energy. We're all pulling on that same rope. We're going to support the goalie. We're going to support the defense. We're going to get on off the floor. We're going to do a job.
Your preparation will feed your confidence, and your confidence will feed your success.
Honestly, on my end, you stay positive, but you didn't really know what to expect.
These guys, they wouldn't push our game back later tonight, right? Play with some sandpaper right from the first shift, all right, White? It's all us tonight. Start on time. Here we go. Work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Work!
Let's go, White! Let's go! Woo! I got Lyle. Watch your back! If anything, Fergie, that's possession. Did we see what Bowie did? Drop down, pick off the pass. We gotta follow Lyle. Playing hard.
In the first half, it was all Frank Scigliano.
Yeah, I mean, that first half against Georgia, I didn't think we started particularly well, except for Frankie was dialed in early and he allowed us to get our feet underneath us. And
to have an effective culture, a team needs leaders who play with tenacity. The Rush have just this in Holden Garland.
Holden Garland's a beauty. He's kind of, I like to think of he's a bit of an older generation player where he plays with an edge. He plays with a mean streak. Very cerebral. Understands the X's and O's, or the tactical part of the game, better than a lot of guys I've ever worked with, and he communicates it well to his teammates. And so, again, he's one of those guys that requests the other team's best player, and when we have him on him, he does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, when I'm on the floor, I think I've always had that competitive edge, and yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that comes out of my mouth when I'm on the floor, so definitely get into the game.
It's good, but about 7 doorstep saves. Maybe more than 7. Clean up the middle. Just f***ing hand it to him. Jenga! Hey, on the cross pick, you saw it, you pulled it, but then you stayed with. Jump it. Hey! Let's f***ing go.
I dropped it.
That's a big play. What's next? What's next, Mike? It's only for the elite. Hey! Come here! Pig! One shoulder. Did you just have to force them low? If our feet are in good position, we can switch on contact. Yeah! Come on! Hodgeville! Hodgeville! Hodgeville!
But the Swarm would rally.
9-7, the final score as the Georgia Swarm take down the Saskatchewan Rush on home.
And as it stands right now, the Rush are out of the playoff picture. But the beauty about it is that if you can get up to 9-9, you're probably in the dance. And even at 8-10, there still is the opportunity.
I always tell the guys no one feels sorry for us around the league. I mean, the only people that are really feeling sorry for you is probably yourself.
With Philadelphia just 4 days away, there's a unique upside to the condensed calendar. Days of downtime with the team away from the floor.
You know, this East Coast trip has allowed our group to do is to bond a little bit more, to get to know each other a little bit more. I think we've got 13 players, 16, 18 staff here that are getting to spend some quality time together on the East Coast and, you know, go for meals, play some golf, you know, go to Top Golf, do these different kind of experiences that we normally wouldn't get to do. And we're hoping that it's going to be something that pushes us in the right direction here moving forward.
Yeah, we're here at Angelo's. Nice slice of pepperoni, a little bit of basil, good crust on her. Really good. It's a 9.5 at least, boys.
I'm with Frankie here. It's a great crust, nice bite. Yeah, I'm going, honestly, Saskatchewan pie, I'm going 9-7 on this.
Angelo's Pizzeria. One bite, everyone knows the rules. That's good. I'll give it a 8.7.
What?
What do you give it?
Easy 9.
No good. Bad.
And so, yeah, team culture in sports is, again, it's one of those things that everyone loves it when you have it, and it can be hard to achieve and to create. And so I think it always starts with bringing in character people, quality people. And when I look around our room, we've got nothing but selfless individuals.
Despite relaxation away from the floor, the urgency on it has reached a season high. Against Philly, it's nothing less than a must-win.
Yeah, for sure. Right now it's either end people's season or ours ends, right? So it's a playoff game. It's win or go home type of deal here. So
We fucking run together. We run together all fucking night. What do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Are we gonna bring our best?
Yeah.
Are we gonna compete for 60?
Yeah.
Then fucking run together and get the fucking job done. Here we go. Here we go.
Ref is ready, ball is down, and we are underway inside Wells Fargo Center. Keenan's got it in the corner. Surveys, Walters out in front and he scores. Bouncer on net and it's through him. Robert Church doubling up the Rush, lead 2-0. Jake Boudreau's up the floor. Keenan's in transition, back for Boudreau. Far side scores. Jake Boudreau pulls one home, and the Rush lead by 3. Dot Rezataric near side half wall. The righty has Kazepnikov opening up some space. Dot finds Keenan and he scores. The captain rips one home. It's 6-1 Rush. Jake Boudreau wants to push the pace. Scored in the opening quarter. Boudreau hits Mans who scores. The Rush respond. It's 7-3. Third quarter. Messenger's got a break. Mike Messenger scores. The Hammer delivers on a breakaway as 10th of the season. And the Rush have 9. Backpedal all the way across. Finds Mans. Defender on an island. Mans to the middle. Paint the top corner green. Zach Mans. That's 2 for number 2. Church kick up top. Ryan Keenan now. Keenan, short side, scores. Oh, that's a snipe by the captain. Ryan Keenan's got 26 on the season in the rush. How it doesn't. Patrick Dodds in transition. Takes it, it's off the crossbar. Rebound, Bobby Kidd the third scores! BK3 with his first of the season, and the Rush are back up by 5. Patrick Dodds, back for Mance. Load a high, pound your chest, Saskatchewan. Shot clock is going to wind down. The Saskatchewan Rush have their 6th win of the season and put themselves back in the hunt for a playoff spot with a 16-12 win in Philly.
They won when it mattered most. Now attention turns to an equally critical home and home against the Calgary Roughnecks.
You know, we do feel like we're still in control of our destiny here. We just got to get going because we're out of lives.